Take it deep.
Show yourself. Oh, please show yourself. You come to me in the night. You take me for the starry ride. You study me, you dissect me. You never show me what to do me. Are you little men from the stars? Why won't you show yourself to me? Let me keep my memories of you. Visit me in the corner of me, and you'll touch me, and then you cage me. You leave me with these magical scars, you little men from the stars. Why won't you show yourself to me? Let me keep my memories of you. Why won't you show yourself to me? Let me keep my memories of you.
Wow, man. I always do love listening to Lindsay. It's she's always a one to listen to. Carol Bells, Jenny, we play a lot. It gets played a lot across the station during the Christmas time. Yeah, there's several different versions. like the orchestra. They do a fabulous. Actually, there's several of them that do a fabulous job. And then there's Lever, which are the young kids that are 8, 9, 10 years old, which probably by now are like 30 or 40 when it was made. It's a fabulous video, and we get played a lot on the network. People enjoy it. It's good, easy music. It's not anything bad or crazy, throwing anybody off a car or anything along those lines. But anyway, Norman, welcome in. How you been?
I'm good. We have a winner from volume 42 of L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. And his name is Tray Streeter, and he's one of the illustrator winners. And he's from Syracuse, Utah.
Oh, man, how did I know Utah was coming in today? I mean, we need to make like a freaking plaque for Utah, really.
Yeah.
Between the authors and illustrators coming out of this, it's amazing to me. Anyway, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all right. Yeah. So welcome, Tray. You were, as a matter of fact, we spoke on the phone earlier this week, and you were telling me some things about, I mentioned we had more winners at Utah than maybe at any other state or area, and you had some comments on that.
Yeah. Well, Utah, we're known for Mormons, and they love the arts and they love to support their members. I'm no longer Mormon, but I was raised Mormon, and so I was supported for sure. And with like music, like Lindsay Sterling, actually, I'm not sure if she's still Mormon, but she was raised Mormon.
Oh, well, okay, interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that explains it, and also, I mean, the environment here, it's beautiful. So, just those two things combined really help
enhance the arts, huh?
I mean, it's a beautiful state. I mean, y'all have, I think it's 7 of 10 of America's best dark sky parks. I mean, the only other state that even comes close to us is Hawaii, and of course, Hawaii's got big mountains stuck out in the middle of the ocean. But I mean, when you look up dark sky parks, because we love to go to them, it's there's at least 7. Last time we were out there, we were in Moab, and the skies are pretty in Moab. And then we went to some little nowhere town where the skies were really pretty. And then we go down to Area 51 from time to time, so we'll shoot straight down from wherever we're at. And it's weird too from Utah, because sometimes it's like an hour, sometimes an hour and 40. Sometimes an hour and 5, and at no point do you ever go through Vegas. I'm like, what? Where's Nevada at all of this, man? I know somewhere you got to get into Nevada because that's where Area 51 is. But I don't know. I love Utah. I've been there, God, I don't know, a dozen times or so. And I try to get up because John and them go up to FanX every year. I try to get up there, and then we've got friends in Phnom and a few other places around there. And I can't remember the name of the town. They do outdoor conferences there. It's fabulous. It reminds me of Red Rock, Arizona. It's really nice. The weather's really nice. Man, I can't remember something Springs or something. I have to go look it up, but it's a great thing. I mean, I got to be honest. I shouldn't even say this aloud, pretty much nothing but positive experiences in Utah.
I mean, I do wrong with saying that, I don't think.
Yeah,
So,
I do a lot of
you want to hear my experience with Utah? I was probably 5 years old, and our family took a cross-country vacation where we ended up in California and then came back through Chicago and stuff, but we stopped in Salt Lake City. And this is what I remember of Utah and Salt Lake City. I was swimming in the Great Salt Lake, and I opened my eyes underwater.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was like jumping out of the water and running back to the shore, rubbing my eyes. So
Yeah.
I met some people down there. We were a good friend of mine, Nathan, lives down there, and he likes to live in that whole area in Arizona and Utah. He just travels around between all the states up there. He was taking me on a tour as we were going down to Area 51. We went through a couple of ghost towns, and I noticed as we got to the ghost towns, you would see artists out there just painting away. Sometimes, and sometimes it was the scene of the old raggedy city. Sometimes it was off, like the sunset's off because it was just flat open territory. It's beautiful sunsets. So I mean, it's really nice. What's that, Gene? No, they don't have the kind of sunsets we do because Utah don't have the amount of water in the air that we have on the Gulf Coast. Yes, we're breathing water half the time. So.
You got some humidity there, right?
So we got a little bit different colors.
Joe's in Mississippi and New Orleans area.
Yeah,
so
sometimes in New Orleans, sometimes in the Gulf Coast. Only Gulf Coast.
Known very well for being humid. So
yes, but it's we have it's really beautiful. On one of my Facebook pages, I forgot which one I went there. It's got to be about 1,000 sunsets from at least 40 different states. Just go on places. You ought to go see it here. You ought to go see it there. You ought to go see it here. It's always interesting to see what people think is a beautiful sunset. Like tonight, see, I'd love to be in Utah tonight, and we got pretty good skies here, but we have 2 different meteor showers running for the next couple of days. And I forgot which one it was. You can see 120 an hour. So I imagine in Utah, it's going to look like they're raining out of the sky. It's I know last time I seen one there, it was pretty intense. Down here, you'll see them, you might see 10, 12, 15 an hour if you're lucky. Every now and then, like I seen one the other night, it was like a burst. It came over and kind of burst over the top of the area, which was kind of cool. But, and when I bought this place, it was black here. There was nobody around. I had no neighbors. Now, I got neighbors at the yin yang, man.
You got like
it's so pretty here. Yeah, that's all I hear. Joe, it's so pretty. I said, you don't have to move here. Go live somewhere else.
Did you ever see any of that, Tray, where meteor showers or anything like that?
No, I'm in more of a city area, so I don't see a lot of sky.
Okay.
There was one time where there was like rumors that there was going to be like the Northern Lights here in Utah.
Oh, right.
And, my mom and my siblings and I, we went and drove around trying to find those, and there was nothing. We just drove around for no reason. So,
they made it as far as mid-Mississippi. Well, they made it as far as the Gulf Coast about 3 weeks ago.
The Northern Lights? Really?
Yeah, they made it all the way to Gulf
Wow.
Coast. Yeah, there's quite a few pictures of them, mostly purple, but there's
Wow.
quite a few pictures of them, and everybody was like, wow. I mean, come on. I mean, really, when I say I live in the Gulf of America, I mean, literally, it's like 35 feet from my back door. And so you can't get any further south this unless you go to Florida. Just,
right.
Or get on a boat and head down to one of the South American countries. And it's just weird seeing it down here. Meteor showers, you see a lot of it. And as long as you're in a dark area, you can see some pretty good meteor showers. But, I mean, NASA's right down the street. So you go down there. They own a bunch of land that you can go lay out on and watch it. But it's interesting. But anyway, so what got you into art? I mean, what was it? I mean, I always ask this to artists because I'm curious, because it's an ego thing for me. Is I'm like, all right, so well, I'm like 3. I'm looking at man, I'm going to be an artist. Or were you one of them that decided, let me decorate the walls for mom and dad and everybody else in the family?
I mean, kind of. I mean, it was kind of an ego thing for me too, because I liked being good at something, and that was one thing that I figured that I could be good at, because I'm not a very sporty person. I don't know if you can tell. And I knew that I wasn't musical either. My mom's side, they're all musicians.
Oh, wow.
But I can't do that. I quit piano at like 10 because I'm a loser.
Look, don't feel bad, man. Piano, I can only play 3 songs. I had to learn them all by number. I could never read music down.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess the want to be good at something, and my parents supported me through that. And in high school, I had a great painting teacher. He really like mentored me through that. So it just, I guess, support is what got me into art. And I of course, media, like I grew up watching Pokemon and Disney films. So just all those things combined really got me into it.
Yeah, I've heard that from other illustrators of the future winners, where they said they had, not unlike you, where they said they had that support in high school from a teacher, and that stood out. And a lot, actually, if you give me the name you can give me the name of the teacher off the air, and I'll contact them and let them know that you're a winner in the Illustrators of the Future contest. And sometimes they have school papers and things like that. They'll publicize that in too. So,
I was thinking if I just had even 25 cents for every Pokemon thing I bought for my son, I could retire. I mean, legitimately, I could retire. I mean, and then he had these cards, which I thought he was going to kill his mom. He had some really nice cards. He would collect his cards. Come to find out, they're worth about $2,000 a card. I think Mama tossed him in the garbage. So wow. They didn't speak for like 2 months after that. I was like, well, just.
At least you didn't throw out a hard drive with Bitcoins on it.
Oh, that's crazy. Let's not talk about Bitcoin. I've been losing money lately, so that's not just What is it? What is it right now? It's 90,000 or something. Thank God when I bought in, it was like 51. And the first time I bought in, it was only $770.
Wow.
Well, I had a crazy friend. Well, she's an investment banker now, but she's crazy. She goes, "No, Johnny, you got to buy these." I'm like, "It's fake money." Like, I'm telling you. I'm like, "No, it's fake money." She said, "I'll tell you what." She said, "If 10 years, if this isn't worth a lot of money, I'll buy it back for 3 times what we paid for it."
Wow.
I said, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah." So we bought 100 coins each.
Wow.
And just kind of sold them off, as time progressed along. But now look, hey, let's not be going backwards, only forwards.
Right. But anyway, back to the subject of art. Tray, what did you start your illustrations or art? What was some of your first subjects or pieces that you made?
I mean, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with doing still lives of apples.
Oh, really? Okay.
Which is like crazy because I was like, I don't know, 6 doing that. And as time progressed, I really got into portraits and portraiture.
Okay.
I really liked, even when I was 15, I got a set of oil paints for Christmas. And so I really wanted to be like John Singer Sargent, who was a famous portraitist in the 1900s.
And an oil painter.
Let me tell you what, I am a big fan of oil. Any of the previous illustrators will tell you that. I mean, I follow a lot of the ones who do oil work because, every now and then I might think about buying something. It's, I just, somewhere along the line, I'm not exactly sure. I grew up in New Orleans, so there's a lot of art down there. There's a lot of art galleries, and there's a lot of old art galleries. And somewhere along the line, I guess it was a tactile sensation, maybe the combination of the really nice frames and the really nice. I don't know what it is. I just really prefer them. Even the older ones, like I bought a Larry Harrison piece. It was even starting to crack. It was one of his first pieces. He used to do Mardi Gras posters down here. I bought that thing for $770. I sold it for $47,000. Last I heard, it sold for about $250,000.
Wow.
Well, I think he's dead now too, so that's never a good thing. But still, I just prefer it. It's don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on digital art or anything like that. I got friends who make a living doing digital art, and I had some friends that work for gaming companies, doing sketch art and stuff. And for me personally, I prefer that. I can't show you, but in my living room, there's 3 big oils hanging on the wall. Of course, they're all florals. No, it's before anybody even asks, I'm not the one who picked out not that I don't like them. One's a really pretty lily, and no, they're all pretty. One of them I found, but do a real quick story. My wife's got me out shopping for furniture when we bought this place. We're in this furniture store looking to see this massive green picture with all these flowers on it leaning against the wall. And it's all dusty and stuff. I said, "How much do you want for no frame on it? Nothing." He said, "You know what? You can have it for $35. I said, "You want it?" She said, "Yeah, you don't even want to know what it's hanging on my wall in the living room." And then, of course, one of my favorites that John sent me.
It's one of the Frazettas.
Yeah, that's one of the Frazettas right there. So it's sitting there. It stays in there. Sometimes it's in the picture, and sometimes it's not.
Right.
There's a couple. Matter of fact, there's a street called named Desire back there. That was a friend of mine in the French Quarter actually painted for me. Down there, they almost all of them paint oils. If you go down there, it's so funny to watch them. So along the front of the Jackson Square, in front of the church, you'll see them out there. They're doing portraits and stuff that they've already painted. Scenes of New Orleans where they've painted. They're all in oil.
Doing portrait. Oh, really? All in oil?
All in oil. So
Wow.
so now you can get your portrait done as a sketch or in oil or in latex, or in acrylic, I should say. But these people charge anywhere from $500 to $2,500, and they do the damn thing start to finish while you're there.
Wow.
I've watched them do many of them. I was like, shit, I should have learned.
Do you still work in oils, Trey?
Sometimes, yeah. I just took a class actually that had me working in oils the entire time. But mostly now I do digital art, but I do digital art with like texture and simulations that reflects the same kind of texture as oil paint.
Okay.
So I still consider it like a little bit oil painting because it does react the same way on the computer as it would in person. But yeah, I do sometimes.
Oh, okay. Did the submissions to the Illustrators of the Future contest, were any of those oils or originally oils?
No, they were all digital.
Oh, okay. So you're equally adept in working in oil or digital art then.
I think
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I know some of the very few of the winners will submit, you have to do the illustration for one of the stories in the book for one of the writers. So very few of the artists will submit a oil painting for that, but they have in the past. But almost all of them are digital illustrations. So, are you assigned a writer yet at this point?
Yes, I am assigned a writer.
Oh, okay, all right.
Here we go. The reveal is great. Look, I've done 7 reveals now, and it's just you're sitting there. Writers come walking in, the illustrators that's standing over there, and there's a lot of hugging, a lot of crying, a lot of. But you know what? So far, and I shouldn't say this because I'm probably jinxing everybody. So far, every year, there's never been. It seems like everybody just knows it belongs to their story. It's at least so far, anyway. Like I said, I've been to 7. There's been a lot more than that, but it just seems like they know, and we're filming all of it. So
right, and what he's talking about is there's a night where you officially meet you have an evening where you officially meet your writer, and where the writers and illustrators meet, and they have all the illustrators in the room, and then they have all of the illustrations for the book that are like around the room on easels, and then they take all the illustrators and they pull them all over to one side of the room, and then they open the doors and all the writers walk in, and then they start looking at the art and pick out the one that goes with their story, and they get to meet their illustrator then at that point. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's an emotional experience.
Yes,
so.
It is. It's I watch. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's a very enjoyable thing. It's kind of like when the poor artists have to do the 24-hour story. It's always fun to watch too. That's why, I mean, they have y'all painting live, so they bring in live models, and that's always interesting to watch as well.
Yeah, and this past year, I don't know if they're doing it this year again, but one of the judges is a very well-known artist. His name is Rob Pryor, and they do a little field trip, and they went over to his studio and they actually work with him and create art there.
That was on the top of the list last year.
Mm-hmm.
it was definitely on the top of the list. But I tell everybody the same thing. If when we get there, see all the judges are all famous for one reason or another, and they're all there for y'all. What they're there for, they call it paying it forward. They really want to help you, and they really want to talk to you. A lot of times young illustrators are kind of inverted, so they're not really want to go talk to people all the time. So I tell everybody the same thing. Look, if you see somebody you want to talk to, if there's a judge, if for some reason you don't feel like you want to approach them, just let me know. I'll introduce you. I know all the judges well now. A lot of them I know really well, so I don't mind introducing anybody. Matter of fact, most of the illustrator judges I'm pretty good friends with. I've been knowing them for a while now, so and Echo is great to work with. It's a little nerve wracking sometimes. She's great to work with, and they got a bunch of great illustrators over there, and you're going to get to meet a lot of interesting people. And one of the other things I really like about it is they don't show you one way. Say, okay, this is how you be a great illustrator. This is how you be a great artist. They show you multiple ways, and not just the techniques, but the understanding of the business, how to conduct yourself, how to make money, what you be doing. And we talk about, there's a lot of talk about social medias and things that goes on with all of that. So there's just a lot of information there to take back with you. It's about 2 years worth of school in 5 days. It's what it is. I mean, it's nonstop when you get there. I'm not going to lie to you. It's nonstop. You hit the thing in the morning. It's nonstop. They have things going on in the evenings and stuff. There's lots of opportunities to talk with lots of people. And there's going to be lots of media there. There's going to be lots of media at the gala event. A lot of times there's a lot of overseas media as well. So it's a good place to be exposed. And there's one rule when it comes to media. They're all friendly media, all of them. If you have any problem with any media, that you come to me immediately. I'll have someone take care of it for you. Don't worry about it. It's. I mean, really, Trey. It's. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to learn, because as you grow and expand and become, more and more known, you have to deal with media. It's just part of it, and you have to deal with social media. So we want y'all to be comfortable with it, and we want you to know how to say no in an interview. You can say, hey, you know what? No, I don't think so. Thank you very much. Adios amigos. I mean, it's always good to have control of an interview when you're doing them. It's just an easier way to do it.
Right. I think one of the best, most interesting analogy I've heard of it, because there's so much delivered in such a relatively short period of time. It's like drinking off of a fire hose. So that's the kind of way all this stuff hits you. So, but it's there's no dull moments in it. It's very high action. So,
and then of course you're in LA to boot.
Yeah.
Let's just drive them in the middle of LA. So, I mean, everybody has a good time. There's a lot of socializing, a lot of food. There's bar con or lobby con. Everybody calls it different things, but after a lot of the day, everybody goes and hangs out. You'll see groups of winners hanging around particular judges or just asking particular questions. Like Lazarus Back was just Echo's husband. He likes to answer a lot of questions when he's there. He'll talk to you about just about anything. So I mean, there's a lot of people there. Like I said, for y'all, that's what they're there for. Everybody you see, from the people from Author Services, Carmen, myself, Goodwin's, everybody, even the staff at the hotel are there for y'all. That's really what it comes down to. And we want you to have a good time. We want you to take something away from it. Like I said, I want you to be famous.
So Trey, do they want you? Did you develop your illustration talents in high school more, or was it even before that?
I'd say it was a little bit before that, because I went into high school and the painting class had a prerequisite, and I did not want to do drawing one again. So I went to the painting.
You mean like you thought you were past that already?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I was at a point where I'm like, I don't need to take drawing again.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually went to the painting teacher, and he let me into the painting class with all the juniors while I was a sophomore. So.
Oh, okay. And how did that go?
It went well. I mean, I feel like a lot of my classmates didn't like me because I was favored a little bit, maybe.
Oh,
I
Like,
feel like
look
I'm
at
allowed
this
to say
little
that.
youngster coming in here whooping up on us. That's what they are.
Yeah,
But then you don't. You should never let people. You should never even let that kind of stuff bother you, because you should always do your best. Because most times in life, when you're doing your best, life's going to reward you.
Mhm.
Not going to say I'm going to kick you every once in a while, because unfortunately, the universe has a really weird, sick sense of humor. But most of the time, if you're trying, it tends to reward you. It's
Yeah.
And then besides that, you get to meet so many people in this industry. And you just never, and that's the thing, you never know. Look at the gala event, there's always somebody famous in there running around, movie stars and stuff. And it's kind of strange the way it is. But you get to meet all of these people. And of course, as you grow and your work becomes better known, you get to meet more people. And there's so many ways to go today. I know everybody's all worried about AI, but AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere, but it's not going to kick any artists out of business. Matter of fact, AI needs artists because its artwork, well, how can I say this politely, sucks. It's well, I mean, let's be honest. How can I say this? There's no imagination in AI. You have the imagination. AI can replicate anything you can do, but you have the imagination. And that's why a good friend of mine who owns a gaming company in New Orleans, a big one, tells me, he goes, wow, this is how this is going to work for my gaming company from now on. And everybody's going to be so much happier. So all of his staff, from his writers, his illustrators, and his board designers, his game designers, all going to be doing the same job. But once they're done, they just hand the whole project over to AI. And instead of taking 3 years to produce the product, AI can produce it in 6 months.
right.
So
So,
y'all get paid more money. The gaming company makes more money, and we, the gamer, pay less money.
okay.
So win, which is just unreal in this world. Let's be honest.
Right. Do you have any aspirations of going into that area, Trey? When you,
into the gaming industry,
yeah,
or
yeah.
I mean,
Do
not
you,
as a
do,
concept artist.
do you have, do you
Um,
have, do you have, do you have some experience, like, working with the games and things like that?
um, Not really. I mean, splash art really interests me, which is, do you know what splash art is? I mean, I can
I actually don't know. Yeah.
it's art that artists make of a character in a game to like introduce them. Like, in like League of Legends, if there's a new version of a character or new design, they would hand it over to a splash artist to create kind of a scene, but they
Mhm.
wouldn't be designing anything. It would be already designed, if that
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like extrapolating on something that's already there then at that point.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it's a still piece, or it's like an animation?
A still piece.
Oh, it is. Okay. All
Mhm.
right. Interesting. I'll have
It's,
to look up
it's
splash
cool.
art.
So when like with Danny, when they show us, he usually has two creative artists that are taken from whatever the person's telling and whatever the person who's the story writer is giving them the idea of what something should look like. They usually do the general design, and then he has a whole buttload of artists. And excuse the way said that. Usually 20 or 30 that just take those concepts and run. And they'll come back with different designs. So they'll actually design the original concept of what they asked for, but then there'll be 4, 5, 6, 7 variations along the way. Because artists have a tendency when they get going to kind of want to express themselves in other ways. So a lot of that makes it back into the games or into the movies for that matter. I mean, a lot of that goes on in movie making today. I mean, there's movie making is not like it used to be. It's a whole different way now. Hell, really, truly, actors going to become a thing of the past in the next 10, 15 years. We're just not going to need them anymore. You're going to be able to program. I mean, I was programming a series for one of the research companies I worked for, and I'm letting AI do it, and so far it is very, very, very realistic. You wouldn't be able to tell. It looks like all real humans. Not anything in the whole entire thing is not real except for the story itself.
Wow.
But everything else is completely AI. I was like, well, isn't this interesting? And a friend of mine over at Netflix turned me on to the software. It's a,
Oh,
try
interesting.
this. Yes, it's some kind of Hollywood version of AI, but it's interesting. But that's what I was saying. for trade, there's so many ways to go. I mean, there's lots of ways. And then let's not forget, you don't have to pigeonhole yourself in even just the United States anymore. The whole planet's looking for talent.
Right, right. Do you have any experience where you've interfaced AI with your work, Tray?
No, I'm pretty I'd say against using AI with my work.
Yeah.
Right.
Good person.
I have had people online do it without my permission.
Use your
I
work.
could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use your work. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
And you like inform them that that's an original piece that's copyrighted or whatever.
Well, I think they wanted to do it to show that the AI could do it better. It wasn't really a positive thing. It was kind of I want to say mean, but it wasn't. They weren't trying to be nice to me.
Oh, okay.
And you see a lot of that with AI. Now, I did see the new Star Trek series of AI, where each of Star Trek series has their own Captain Kirk wearing a wife beater T-shirt, singing, drinking a beer. I'm like, I don't even know how to think about this stuff sometimes. It's funny, but it's it's kind of rude, kind of funny, kind of rude. And then of course, anybody else that's female in it just is ridiculous. So it's but it's for some reason they can't stop them. I don't see Star Trek's not even saying anything, and it's not just Star Trek. They've made them in pretty much every sci-fi series out there. Along now, they're starting to do just regular everyday series. It's,
right.
Yeah, Jenny. It's the Trailer Park series. I don't know what they call it. It's ridiculous stuff. It's funny, but it's ridiculous.
Right, right. So anyway, Tray, do you have like a direction you want to approach once you're through your college or your formal studies, should I say? Because you're in. You told me you're in Weber State University right now, which is also in Utah, and you're working on your BFA, right?
Yes, I am.
With your emphasis on 2D, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll let you take it from there then.
Yeah. In the future, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, of course, but I would like to be able to be freelance and kind of not necessarily work for a studio, maybe start there, but eventually the goal is to work on my own projects and stuff. But I would maybe like to do more education.
Okay.
Like the Chicago Institute of Art.
Okay.
Is like my dream school to go to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Weber State is not a art focused school.
Oh, okay.
So I would like to get more education in that.
Right. It's where you can just easily get your bachelor's degree because it's so close to you then.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. And then after that, what would you like to do? Yeah, I know you have one of our judges, Brian Hales. Are you familiar with him at all? He's in Utah there. He's in, I think, Salt Lake City area. And he was actually a winner in the contest at one point, and now he's got a very successful, I believe he has like a school that he does has art students in, and he's quite a prolific artist. So I thought you might have heard of him already. So.
I'll have to look him up then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can send you a site. He's quite good. He's very, very easy guy to get to know too. So and actually this year I might be the most amount of winners from the Utah area. As I mentioned when we spoke earlier this week, there's an illustrator from Tuella. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right.
Tuella.
Tuella, yeah. Kara Richardson, she was on this show before too, and I think she's just like a high school student or recently graduated. And then there's another gentleman from Roy, who's one of our writer winners, Zach Poulter. So, and he's also been on the program too here. So
Yeah, Zach's always fun.
so we have a lot of Utah representation in this this volume 42 here. So, and how about you? Are you looking forward to coming to Los Angeles?
Yeah, I'm a little scared because I have left Utah like maybe twice, I think, in my entire life.
Okay.
And once was just to Idaho, so that's not even that far away,
Right.
or that different.
That's street.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, just stay with your group. You'll be okay. It's not as horrible as they say it is. LA's not that bad. Well, Hollywood's not that bad.
I'm excited to be in a new environment and with people that are like me, because I
You'll
mean,
love that part.
yeah, there are a lot of artists in Utah, but in my area, it's mostly STEM.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, yeah.
Which is what? Science, technology,
Science, technology,
something
something
in math.
mathematics. Yeah.
Okay. What's the E stand for? Okay. We'll figure it out.
It's Utah's got a lot going for it these days. It's not an overcrowded state either, which is nice. See, where I live, I don't have that many. It's not that big around here. Kind of quiet and peaceful most of the time. Most of the time.
But
It's
you're about an hour from New Orleans.
well, as long as I'm at the camp, it's quiet here. So if I'm in the city, the city's just always noisy and nasty and dirty. Well, I mean, New Orleans is an old city. It's 300 years old. God knows what's underneath all that gook and muck down there. So, but it is a beautiful city. I mean, if you're an artist, it's a beautiful city because architecturally, it's a blend of 3 different cultures. So as you're walking through, you're seeing how the Spanish and the French and the English culture all kind of blend together into one. Same thing with the foods. It's just a very unique place to live. I've traveled I've been to what, 46 states, 47 states, and I haven't been to Alaska, Hawaii, and there's one other way. I think it was Maine, but all the rest of them I've been to, and I've been to all the big cities and all of them, and nowhere like this place. It's just nowhere like it, especially when you throw in. I mean, we got Mardi Gras. We're just gonna have the Christmas holiday, New Year holiday, then Mardi Gras, and then Jazz Fest, and then we got another set of fests, and then we got the 4th of July. But there's a festival here every weekend.
Wow.
All year round. There's always something going on, something doing. Then you've got all these famous artists down here that just like to sit around. And what gets me is you can be walking through French Quarter and see some old lady or some guy sitting there, a young guy sitting there just painting away. And you look and take a picture of him, go home and look him up, and it's somebody famous. You're like, wait, why the hell are you sitting out here? I want to go tell him, man, this is a dangerous place to be sitting. I'm sitting over here where you're not going to get mugged. And you see a lot of people out there doing the cathedral or sitting inside painting the cathedral. It's a very just interesting place. And then just to add into the weirdness, while these people are out there painting and impressing people, you got the table rappers out there reading cards and tea leaves and other stuff. You want to get your cards read. And they let you read cards, I think, until like 3 a.m. in the morning. That's when most people come, between like midnight and 3 a.m. You'll be walking through, there'll be 15, 20 people out there, got their cards out and their candles and all that stuff. But then they said, it's fun. Go stop. Yeah. They're not going to put a spell on you. Calm down. Going to probably cost you 30 or 40 bucks. But yeah, you'll have a good time. And you never know, you might get a real one.
Yeah, there you go. So Tray, where you mentioned, what was it? Chicago Art Institute, or what was the name of it?
The Institute of Art of Chicago.
And we've had lots of winners from a lot of different art colleges. So the Academy of Arts in San Francisco. I think there's Pratt Institute in Rhode Island. Ringling College of Art and Design in Sarasota, Florida, Savannah College of Art and Design in there's one in Georgia area, and then there's one in Savannah proper, and but not the Institute of Art of what I already blanked out the name of it again. what was it?
The Institute of Art of Chicago.
Institute of Art of Chicago. I don't think we've had a winner from there. So, what caused? Yeah, what caused you to gravitate towards that particular college?
They do a lot of more like fine arts focused rather than like my school. I'd say they're focused. I mean, they do fine art stuff, but it's a lot of contemporary, abstract focused work, and also sculpture. We do a lot of sculpture.
Okay.
But the Art Institute of Chicago, they do a lot more like portraiture and like oil painting and, you know, figure whatever. It feels more what I would want to do,
Right.
rather than what Weber does, which is a lot of contemporary sculpture and installation art, which I don't like installation art, but I have to do so much of it.
Oh, okay. Do you do sculpture yourself?
Outside of school, not really. I used to do a lot more. I used to work with clay growing up. I used to like that more, but now, since I do so much for school, not really.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just curious. Something I ask like the different artists. And here's a question I ask a lot too. So how did you find out about the Illustrators of the Future contest?
I was looking online for scholarships, and that was listed on one of the websites with all the art scholarships. And so I found it through that.
Oh, okay. And what was the other question I was going to ask you? So you found it through a website then, and what work did you do to have to for the three? Some, you know, just for people who don't know or illustrators who are listening now, initially, in order to enter the contest, you submit 3 works of your own.
Yeah.
So, I kind of asked this because I'm thinking, well, if you're an artist, then what do? You create art, right? So
Yeah.
that means I'm kind of thinking you have a folder on your computer there and you just go, well, I'll do this one, and I'll just submit it to the contest. It's not like you go, well, let's see, it's the first quarter of the year and I'll start working on piece 1 and then I'll go on to piece 2. It's not, it's like, I think you already have it there, and it's just a matter of somebody just being able to submit to the contest.
Mm-hmm.
What was your experience on that? How many of those pieces did you already have composed?
For every time that I've submitted, which is 4 times,
Mm-hmm.
I already had pieces to submit on my computer that I've done.
Oh, okay, so it's just a matter of picking something out of the folder and then uploading it to the site.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's pretty easy then, right?
It wasn't difficult. No.
It's not. And then, do you do anything? Do you edit it at all and go, oh, I think this will snuff it up or whatever?
I mean, not really. I mean, the only editing that I did was remove the signature.
Oh, okay.
And that was it.
Right. Wow. Well, there you go. So
it's good.
Just for anybody out there listening, if you're an artist and you want to submit to the Illustrators of the Future contest, just go to the site, go to writersofthefuture.com, and you have all the rules of the contest and how to submit to the contest. We are actually in the first quarter of volume 43 right now. So until the end of December. And so you can still submit for the first quarter. And there you go. There's my pitch for the contest. And Tray here backed it up, how easy it is to submit to the contest. I think there was a young lady who was she was a winner, and she was at Ringling College of Art and Design, and that was the first time I thought, what do these guys actually have to do to submit to the contest, And I remember asking her, and she said, yeah, I had, I just opened up my folder and I said, I'm going to submit this and this. And then she said she made some edits to a third piece. So it's pretty easy. You can just get in there, and then you win a little prize money. You go to Hollywood for this workshop and the awards event, and you meet all the other artists and writers and the judges, and get a lot of information on how to proceed professionally. And your art is published in, like your art will be in L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future, Volume 42. And, we help you out with a lot of publicity work. And there you have it. So that's how you get, that's the advantages of getting, submitting to the contest. So, but
lots of good stuff goes on. Plus,
you got to be good too. So,
you get to meet so many good people, but and then you get to meet so many professional people, all of them with good careers. Everybody's making good money. I wonder, is Tom going to be there this year?
I don't know. I actually don't know the judges that'll be there.
He's an influence on me, I swear.
Right. A great guy, though. Great guy. He's
a great guy. It's a lot of fun. He's very talented too. He makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
He really knows his art. He knows inside and outs, and he does a lot of different things. Janine, no, he has that in June or July. You'd have to look up and see. Yeah. I don't know. You have to look it up and see. Yeah. It's on one of my computers, but I don't think it's on this one. Yeah, he does. He used to do it in September, but now he has a big river float up there through the park. I think it's like 3 or 4 days long. Yeah. Well, I couldn't go because he did it during Dragon Con. I'm usually at Dragon Con. Speaking of that, Trey, you're gonna go to Dragon Con or FanX?
FanX maybe this next year. I couldn't go this year because I had class, but I'd like to go next year.
Well, so when you go, be sure you let John and them know, because they'll set you up at the table. You can do sign-ins. You can show off your work. You can sell stuff. They have really nice booths. They set them up. They usually have quite a few authors or illustrators there, because there's quite a few out of Utah. And then like at Dragon Con, they do the same thing. And it's a nice setup they have, and it allows for all the winners to be able to get up there and sign and do stuff. And there's a lot of winners now. What, over 1,000 now, huh? Didn't we break 1,000? Yeah.
Yep. With this year with Volume 42, there was over 1,000 winners in the contest over the history of it. So
yeah, that's a lot of winners.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for somebody to buy me a chocolate malt, though, man. I want a chocolate malt. No, Kirby, you can't come to the gala. You have to be invited. You either have to be a member of the winner's family, keynote speaker, or an invited guest.
But you can see it live. You broadcast it, right, Joe? Uh-oh. You just went silent on me.
That's because I'm talking to John, that's all.
Oh, okay. Wait. Anyway, so Trey, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. So, John's going to be on here next pretty soon, and he's probably going, Joe, why didn't you send me a link yet? So, or whatever.
Yeah.
So is there anything? Do you have like any aspirations of what you want to come away with from your trip to Hollywood?
Yes.
Mhm.
I would like to, make connections. I mean, not just with the other winners, but with, hopefully the judges or, some of the artists that I meet there. I would like to have some, real life connection that way. I this is dumb, but I know
Maybe not. Maybe
I
not.
know Brandon Sanderson is a judge for the writers.
Yeah, that's true. And
And
a Utahn
yeah,
too, right?
yeah, and
Yes.
I'm a fan of his lectures on YouTube that he puts out. So I
Oh, good.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
interested even just to see him in person would be cool.
No, he's fun to talk to too.
Yeah, I don't know if he's one of the judges that will be there this year, but it's a possibility. So.
John's gonna be joining us in a minute, so he'll probably know what judges are gonna be there and what aren't. I always give him trouble about what judges are there, what's not.
Mhm.
And I always give him
It's-
trouble about where we stand. He goes, I can't tell you. You're gonna tell everybody where we're at. I'm like, you're damn right. It's but no, he's in where is he right now? Las Vegas, right?
He's in Las
Chasing
Vegas.
cowgirls. Yeah, that's what I heard. He was in
Mhm.
Las Vegas chasing cowgirls.
Yeah.
But there he is. Look, they got his hat on and stuff. Man. Look at it.
Howdy, partner.
There he is.
You met
Hello,
John?
John.
And there's our booth. There's Emily,
Okay.
Oh, there's Emily. She's evil, man.
Ro.
I mean, that's why
Emily's
she's always
great.
in
She's
red all
not
the
evil.
time, man. She's
So anyway, so Emily's gonna.
Oh, see, looks scary. Damn.
And John, we're on here with Tray Streeter, one of the volume 42 illustrator winners.
Hello, Trey. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
At least at this next level of meeting, we'll meet you in physical come April. But nice seeing you. Rather than
Yeah.
just.
He the big chief, by the way, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
I got
I don't know what he's wearing his cowboy hat, but he's big
No,
chief.
right.
He needs some
He does-
feather.
But at the workshop, he doesn't wear the cowboy hat.
No, I can only do that when it
We
comes
might be able to
to
talk him into it this year, though. We'll try to talk him into it. But,
Yeah. But this
there's
is,
a lot goes on at the workshops. I mean, there is a lot.
Yeah.
So, what judges we got coming this year? Or you're not going to tell me, are you?
No, we got like Kevin's coming, Kevin Anderson, and Orson Scott Card,
Oh, Orson's always
And-
on winner. He's
yeah.
another Utah.
and we'll have. Let's see, there's going to be. Hopefully, Nettie's going to be able to make it this year. Nettie Core
Hmm.
and then
She's always fun
Nina,
to talk to.
Nina Creaky Hoffman,
Right.
and let's see, Chris and Dean aren't going to be able to make it. I just had lunch with Dean Wesley Smith, so hopefully next year.
Oh, okay.
And, then it's I'm just walking around talking because usually the various booths here at the Western Show. That's a nice little, nice.
Yeah,
shop
John-
there.
John, so that everybody knows what's going on here, what's the name of the show that you're at in Las Vegas?
Probably the easiest is just this Country Christmas, and there's all types of. This is a specific floor here with for hunters, so you got all these guns and gaming and a lot of that stuff here.
Wow.
And Emmy was like a pig, and you know what, just walking around here. But there's everything for hunting and ranchers. A lot of ranchers here, and it's the biggest rodeo here. And there's like 500,000 people.
Wow.
Massive. We're at the Las Vegas Convention Center right now. I'm on the second floor, and so this is all the different shops. You got the various jewelry and all the various saddles and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And so yeah, for just you can see all the different saddles for ranchers and
Man, I used to own some saddles.
what's that?
I was just thinking I used to own some saddles. I don't anymore. I used to own 3 of them. I don't
Yeah,
get to ride anymore.
yeah, that's the main thing is being able to ride.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a saddle.
Mhm.
It's,
But it's,
So John, when I was just talking to Trey here, he was saying, I was asking him, I go, what are your aspirations for your trip to Hollywood? which will be in April.
Yeah.
And one of the things he said was, he goes, I'm a big fan of Brandon Sanderson, and he was hoping to meet him.
Yeah. I totally understand that. And we got the invitation to him. His schedule is insane. But he had when he was first started writing, he was submitting and wasn't getting any success and stuff. So he entered Writers of the Future, and he got an honorable mention. And he said that was kind of like the turning point for him, that he realized, okay, don't quit. Don't become a plumber. Just keep on persisting. And I was at that point. He was already a success at that point. When I met him, I was a guest instructor at his class at BYU, and that's when I invited him to become a judge. I went and got his say, okay, I'll do it. I'll give it a shot. And so he's.
And he told you his story about being an honorable mention then, huh?
Yeah, he mentioned that. So that was pretty cool. And it's amazing. I've talked to so many different authors because we've been around for over 4 decades. When I spoke with Joe Hill, the son of Stephen King.
Wow.
The American Library Association convention, it's probably been 10 years ago now. And have you heard of Writers of the Future? Oh yeah, I got an honorable mention. And
wow.
there's so many people, because it's the only contest where it's the playing field is leveled. It's just they know that.
Yeah, let's just say it's the only legit contest and leave it at that.
Yeah.
And I can say that. Trust me, people. I can say that. I ain't going to get into it, but trust me when I say I can tell you it's only legit. I've been to a lot of contests. I mean, a lot. I've seen a lot of even judged a couple. When I say it's legit, it's legit. Trust me, John knows. I gave him trouble in the beginning. It's what it is. I mean, it's blind judge. It's exactly what they say it is. It's one of the few contests that I was actually surprised at. Holy moly, it's exactly what they said it was.
Right. I notice myself sometimes in the publicity aspect of it, when I'm approaching different media, somebody will say, I'll have a writer or illustrator I'm trying to, get the media outlet to do a story on or something like that. And they're like, well, how much did he have to pay to get into the contest?
Oh, no, that was one of my first questions.
I know. I'm like, it was free. It's like, there's no charge, Well, then you take their, you get their rights or something. Nope. The artist and the writer keep the rights of their work, And so it kind of changes their mind about working with us then too.
Yeah,
so.
John was telling me that, and he said, "Oh, and they're blind judges." I said, "My ass, they're blind." I said, because I gave him trouble over that.
These are real
too,
furs, by the way, that you're looking at here.
Yeah, I gave him big trouble over that when I was like, blind judge. Ain't nobody blind judging blankety, blankety, blankety. Yes, I can't use that language on this show. So I got out there and I say this, and I've told the story a million times, but the truth of the matter is I told John, I actually asked John, I said, look, I want unfettered access to everybody. He said, fine. I was like, what? No, really? I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, fine. And I was like, wait a minute, some BS going on here. And sure enough, when I got to LA, it was a whirlwind because this was a 2-year for them because of COVID.
I didn't have time for that to babysit you. Just go.
I know. He's right too. Because I was driving the girls over to Author Service crazy, and they're answering every question and not even hesitating. See, that was the best part. There was no hesitation. Usually, when somebody's going to lie to you or going to try to BS you, there's going to be a little hesitation. Oh no. And then I started talking to the judges. I'm like, what is this blind judge blankety BS about? And Tom Wood was the first one I sat down with, and then I sat down with Echo, and then with Tom Sawyer and I think Rob Sawyer.
Rob Sawyer.
So I always flip their names. I got to quit doing this. Bad on Joe. And bad on Joe. But after I talked to everybody, I was like, well, and I had some other questions for him, and it was blind judged. Exactly what they said it was. They get a number. They didn't know who any of you people were. They didn't know what you looked like. And if they suspected that you might have been in one of their classes, they excused themselves. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I wasn't prepared for, because almost every contest I'd been to, it's like, oh, when they get there, they got to pay $500, or they got to pay for all their hotel and all their airfare and all their food, and then they got to pay to get into the contest and pay to, for the trophy prizes, and there was always some kind of hook somewhere. I couldn't find one here. The only contest I officially endorsed, and I've been to a lot of contests for a lot of things, this is the only one I officially endorsed because I've talked to everybody that's involved. And poor John, I harassed him too. And Emily just said, leave me alone. She's like, just get out of here and leave me alone. And, but other than that, I mean, everybody was just, and they went out of their way to make sure I was taken care of. It was nice.
Here we are back at the Galaxy Press booth.
Yeah.
Poor Sarah, I asked her 5 million questions. But the truth of the matter is, and the best part was when I was talking to the judges, John wasn't standing there. There wasn't no chaperones.
Yeah.
There was none. I was just like, well, I'm going to, and John knows I can ask some really impertinent questions sometimes. And I'm like, well, son of a.
I want to buy one of these for Emily to show you how to use, Joe.
Oh, man. I've been giving her any more knives. She don't need any more knives. First, you let her play with guns, and you let her play with knives, man. Oh, my God. He's incorrigible, y'all. It's, what's that, Denise? No, what Emily is, she carries a knife. She will slice you and dice you up, buddy. You eat lunch. She'll be filleting you up for lunch, man. No, Chris, no. They have a coordinating judges who goes through a lot of this stuff, and they send it out to a bunch of different people to read or look at the artwork. And then it goes through. And then when they pick how many extra that they pick, those all go out to the judges. And all the judges get is the artwork or the story and a number. That's it. That's all they get. And then they vote according to the number. And like you said, you just heard some of the names we mentioned in some of these judges. And they vote. And then you're truly judged by your peers. It's a rare thing in society, but you're truly judged by your peers. And
it's only your work. They have no idea about anything else about you other than your work. That helps a lot too.
Yeah, and that's the best part. They're not going to steal your work. They're not going to keep it. It was tough for me the first year because I was like, no, I was looking the whole entire time. I said, there's got to be some BS here somewhere that I'm just missing. I was a pain in the ass. And the whole next year I was a pain in the ass. And then I realized, no, they're exactly what they said to us. I think it was the coffee that convinced me, though.
Yeah, that barista is something special.
Yeah, that barista is something special, man. If you get a chance to get the barista over at Author Services makes you coffee, don't turn it down. I'm just saying. And what's that, Mike? We're talking about John. John makes the coffee, yeah. No, what's her name makes a good coffee, but not as good as John. I'm not going to say her name because she might hurt me when I see her next time. I don't want to get hurt. But all the people there are really good people. I mean, they really go out of their way to take care of everybody. They got more patience than I would in 2 lifetimes, frankly. I'd be like, what did you say? Get out of here. Leave me alone.
So anyway, Trey, you got your answer to Brandon Sanderson there.
Yeah,
so
he's
got an invitation. He's got an invitation, but he's got a busy schedule too.
Yeah,
so
understandable. Yeah.
But I can tell you this, Trey. I've met him in person. So that's about it.
Well, I'll tell you, he likes to come. So I know in past years he's told John he's been busy, but he shows up. So it's a lot of them just like to be there. They really do. And then of course it's always good. Anytime you can work with a fellow illustrator from Disney, since we all live in the Disney world now, since Disney's done bought everything up, that's probably a good thing to know. No, Cal, Disney's bought everything. Every time I turn around, they're buying something else. Yes. Now they're going to buy Netflix. I mean, it's insane. Pretty soon they're going to own half the media out there. Besides that,
okay, what's the next thing that you're best looking forward to? I don't want to disappoint.
Where are you in this place?
I'm on the second floor of the Las Vegas Convention Center. So
nothing like seeing a cowgirl.
Yeah, and that's a deer there. Its name is Joe.
Yeah, that's nice. Go shooting poor deers now. Poor little deer, Bambi out there with its family, and some hunter just come up and shoot him. Just because I like to eat deer, don't mean I would shoot him.
Let somebody else shoot them and I'll eat them. It was funny.
Actually, these days, I am quite well civilized these days. I don't hunt anymore. I rarely go fishing anymore, even though we get the boat.
You just eat your parsley and celery and lettuce for your meal.
Oh, no, I didn't say I didn't eat good food. Let's not get crazy. I got to have my filet mignon and my good porterhouse. And matter of fact, this weekend I'm going to make some hollandaise. I'm going to make a couple of filet mignon. Actually, I'll make a couple of filet mignon with some Bernese sauce on it. And then I'm going to make some broccoli and asparagus with a hollandaise. Yes, I like to cook.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You like to eat meat that somebody else has killed, obviously.
Yes, well, somebody's got to kill it.
It's so uncivilized.
Gene, what do you mean a veggie? There's no such thing as a vegetarian in the South. especially in the deep South. No, I'm pretty sure they would like hang you from your feet or something if you said you were a vegetarian down here. No, I have friends that are vegetarians. I'm not against them or anything. Yeah, I got a couple of friends. Matter of fact, one of my friend's son, he's hardcore. He's hardcore veggie. He nothing with eyes. Yeah, can't even be fish. If it's got eyes, he can't eat it. Oh, I get
no butter, right?
We were out for dinner one night. So, this filet tastes so good. He's like, Joe, stop. I was like, oh man, when it's bacon wrapped, no less. I'm like, oh my God. He said, "You're gonna burn." You're gonna burn. But it's funny. But he's if he's happy with it, he's a little skinny, but he's still a good looking kid. The thing he doesn't like is somebody brought him one of them veggie burgers from Burger King, and he said he'd never eat Burger King again. He said, "I'm not sure it was all vegetables, Joe." I'm like, you might want to be careful. But they have restaurants down here, in New Orleans that specialize just in vegan dishes, so. You can go down and get you whatever you want, goat cheese and lettuce. I don't know. I'll eat a good salad any day of the week. Yes, I like salads. Matter of fact, over there at the one of the hotels, they made a really good, what was it, 24? Was it the name of that place? 24?
25 degrees.
Yeah, 25 degrees. They make a really good wedge salad. Oh, man, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. If that's all you want to, and trust me, it fills you up. Damn, freaking salad's this big. It's like a quarter of a head of lettuce. It's good. You can put anything on it you want. Even though I had to teach the people in LA how to make iced tea, which was just too funny to me. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know how to make sweet tea, people? Like a sin or something. No, but you really will. There's a lot of people to talk to, a lot of fun. Like I said, half the time you're going to be going so fast, you're just going to be kind of in just cruising zone because your brain's going to have to keep up. And you get to see a lot of people, a lot of special people. Oh, is Uncle Tom coming this year?
I think so. Yeah, and I think, there's we'll have like 20 people there. We'll have obviously Jody's going to be there.
Oh yeah. When you going to make Chris a judge? About 30 years from now.
Ways to go.
Maybe 35 years from now. He's a talented guy. He's a talented author. Even though that last story is a little.
I spent some more time here with Troy because I've been. With Tray. So. How did you find out? If I'm already rehashing already old stuff there. But how did you find out about the contest?
I found it through a scholarship website.
Yeah, that's about 50%. So the meeting, Brandon, anything else you're looking forward to? Because we got the workshop, we got the big reveal, we got the awards event, we've got a lot of media training on doing bookstore events, doing how to sell your stuff.
I'm looking forward to the workshops mainly. I'm nervous for the reveal because I'm like, of course, I'm thinking, well, what if they think it's crap,
Yes, the same. There's 11 others of you that had the very same thought going on.
Yeah.
That's true.
But it doesn't
And
happen.
yeah, and that's just, it's amazing how every year people are afraid that they're going to get, nobody's going to recognize my art, and then the writers are, everybody, nobody's going to figure something good they can paint about my story because it's so hard to get a concept from, and so there's such relief that just an immediate emotional outburst of like joy or just crying because it's like, oh my gosh, they love it, they like it, they got it. It's just we've been in this for quite some time, and it's never not gone this way. Starting with your origination right now.
Right. Yeah. One of the interesting things you hear very often is the writer going, "I can't believe this is better than the concept that I even had in mind." So
yeah.
So it's pretty amazing.
The thing that I find is to have more of a writer perspective on things. So I think in terms of words and concepts, not so much in images. And so when I have something, I can describe it, but I can't illustrate it. And so when I see an illustrator do something, I'm just awed at their ability to take something and make it. Joe and I both flunked in stick people. Yeah, it's terrible, And so when I see somebody can do all this stuff here, but it's like thinking backwards. You build up from, how you build up from white space into having an image, and it's just backwards of how I think of stuff. So it's just, I'm just awed when I see what illustrators can do. And the illustrators are always saying, oh, the competition within illustrators is just insane. Oh, my stuff is nothing compared to that one. Or that one is, oh my gosh. And invariably, whoever wins the grand prize, the first thing out of their mouth is, well, I didn't put one together because I didn't think I'd get it because everybody else is so much better than me. So, it's just a standard, this is now year 42, and I've been here, this is my 41st one that I've been involved with. So it's pretty much, that's what happens. But it's just amazing when you see that. The thing that's probably the best for me, when you have that much creativity in one place at one time, it's just, it grows on itself. So it's not like they say you have your creativity and I have mine, Joe has his, and Carmen has his, and we're all four separate places. But we all get together, and it gets together in that type of cohesiveness, everybody being together, it grows exponentially. It's not just
It's a synergistic effect.
It's amazing how that happens like that. And then you'll be able to get the judges. You'll be able to get personal communication lines with judges, which is always a good thing too, because they don't view you as a student. You're now moving up to their level, as a professional. Because as publishing or as a teacher, you're not considered pro. And so it's you're gonna find people that are like, oh yeah, here's my contact information. It's like you could never get that kind of stuff before. And here when you go to workshops, you're there with an instructor. Here you're gonna have a dozen. So it's a different world when you come here for this 1 week. And yes, if you drink coffee, I'll be making you a coffee.
Coffee's good too, man. We're just saying,
Yeah.
I know I've talked to some of the, especially illustrators who have done formal training in top schools. Another one that I didn't mention before is Pasadena, the Art and Design College here. And there's people who have been winners who have gone to that. And I go, so, because Pasadena, they try not to let the winners of the contest go to our workshop. So because it's such a strict, what they have to perform and what they have to do as far as deadlines and things like that. And so one of the girls who she actually has come back to many of our awards event, I said, you've been to Pasadena, you've been to our workshop. Which one, which one do you think you benefited more for? And she went, oh, hands down, the the workshop was way better, so that's the kind of, the altitude that workshop has.
Yeah, it's a thing that, when you go to school, you're taught by people that are obviously they're very good, but these are people that they're supporting themselves. Their livelihood is their art, making and selling art. So they have a perspective that's unique to a working artist, so they don't buy into the glib stuff. It's like, okay, no, you gotta do this. This is how you price your stuff. This is how you do this. This is how you deal with that. Watch out for this. And they'll tell you those things. How do you put together a portfolio when you're pitching to Disney versus Netflix versus Magic the Gathering? They go over different pitches, have a different portfolio, help you on how to do that. It's just, and then also the actual illustrators love it when there's the live model drawing sessions. They have, I think, the 5, 15, 20, and 25-minute sessions that you get to do the sketches, the live model sketches, and then you'll have an afternoon of you'll do your, we have a costume closet, we open it up, and all the illustrators dress up in different costumes, and you do modeling for other illustrators. So you will, start creating your own art.
Characters.
All these different things that you can have them for doing your artwork, and they learn how to do that. So there's all kinds of stuff that's like real life, this is how you do it. It's like, what do you do when you're on your own? You want to be able to get a hand, So yeah, you can do your own hand, but you go around and see people's hands, and can I take a picture of your hand? Can I take a picture of your hand? Have you heard of Dan Dos Santos before? Right?
No.
He's a very famous illustrator. He just did the whole thing of for Marvel. It's a book that's just coming out, but he's the most popular, most successful cover artist right now in the United States.
Wow.
Fantasy artist. And when we first met him, Emily knew who he was because we just tracked other famous artists. And he came up to her and said, "Can I take a picture of your boots?" She had these really cool police force tactical boots she was wearing for the convention because they're good. You can stand for a long time.
Oh, you said boots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right, Carmen, shame on you.
So he taking pictures. Says, "Well, who are you?" Says, "I'm Dan Dos Santos." "Yeah, right. You're Dan Dos Santos." "No, really, I am." "No, I am." "No, you're not." And so they said, "Come to my booth." So he came to her booth, took her to his booth, and said, "Oh wow, you are." So, "You want more pictures of my boots?" So, and he became a judge in the following year because he's such a nice guy and he's an amazing illustrator. And he's one of those guys that was determined he would never do any job besides art, period. So he would work doing, he'd design, the little 8F11 pages that people go around and put on car windshields, like pizza special. He designed those things and print those and go print out. So
Flyers.
He'd have to do those flyers, and he'd make those things. He'd do whatever he could, but always had to be with his art. And aren't you festive, Joe? And then he worked out his budget. He lived in his parents' basement for however many years until he was able to get the budget up enough where he could move out on his own. But he's only ever worked doing his art. That was his whole thing. So it's we got judges that are definitely, they're the real deal, which is really good. Plus, they're just really nice people. They're judges because they like helping. That's the thing too. You have people that want to be able to help you and see you succeed, which is what you'll find with this contest. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, partner.
Oh man. But there'll be a lot of people there to talk to. There's always somebody. Any question that pops up in your head, and I always tell everybody, hang on to them because sooner or later you'll get a chance.
Yeah.
Just lock it down. Make sure you keep it in your head. It's but there are a lot of fun things that goes on. I like when they do the models though. It's always more fun. Never understood how people could stay still that long. I'm like, Jesus. I'd have ran out the door kicking and screaming. No way, man. You want me to stand for how long? Like, get out of here.
Yeah, that's what they do. It's amazing. I'm impressed with how they can just sit there, hold a pose,
I'm like,
in
no.
some type of fantasy costume they've got, and they're there and they do the 3 or 4 different poses, and then the artists are all there. You're illustrating away, which is just, they're just like so enamored with that exercise.
I'm gonna bring one of them little dart guns this year, so I can go and then duck down behind one of the artists. So they blame it on the artist.
Your ticket's riding you to Cuba.
I'm going to, well, I can get in a lot of trouble in Cuba, man. I could definitely get in trouble down there. Glinda, writersfuture.com. Yes, that's all you got to do. Go sign up. You can submit whatever you have right there. Just follow the instructions. Yeah. What are you? Illustrator, author, both? Both? Well, maybe you can win both. There's been a couple people that's won both. Yeah. Go for it. I mean, yeah. I mean,
yeah. Joe just interjects like things that come up on his chat every now and then, just so that you're following here, Trey.
Well, I got what, 3 messages open. I got Power Talk open. I got Rumble open, and all the YouTubes, both the Rumbles actually, and all 3 YouTubes open. So they just questions come in. Sometimes you can see them over here. Sometimes you can see them up here. And sometimes you can't. See, like Dean's writing in. Dean is writing in from Concord. Where the hell is Concord, Dean? I mean, is it Concord in the United States or is it Concord in England? That's all I'm asking you. Oh, you're in England? Well, what is it, 10 o'clock there, 11 o'clock at night? Well, hey, thanks for hanging up and listening and hanging out. Yeah, we have a big audience, especially in England. Yeah, we have a big audience over there. Then Londoners really like Carmen for some reason. I think they're trying to marry him off or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we have a winner from a writer winner from the UK this year.
I know what it really is.
Near Liverpool, actually.
Yeah. In this last quarter, we got winners from China, Japan, and South Africa, as well as the U.S. We've had winners from 52 different countries over the years.
It's always a fun. So what was your question? No, all you got to do is submit. Writersfuture.com. Yeah.
All the rules are there. All the rules are there.
I tell you what. Come to the chat, and I'll give some books away in the chat. I didn't have any out. I didn't think about it today. Now, and I usually give them away this time of year, but I don't have any. I can't tell you what I've got. I have to get up and look. Yeah, but just come by the chat. I'll remember your name. Yeah, you can come by. I'm sure Jay will come up with some crazy question.
Do you still have Writers Future books, or are you out of them?
I found something the other day. I can't see them from here, but I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 over there. And I found another Battlefield Earth. These Battlefield Earths just pop up every once in a while. It was probably books that I started reading one, set it down, sent it to somebody. I started reading another one, set it down, sent it to somebody. But this is the copy I usually read at. You can tell it's all kind of mangled looking. Oh, and by the way, Trey, if you ever get any art, you just want to show. You can see there's a bunch of Arthur stuff behind me right now, but we do post artwork back there as well, and then sometimes we post it on the other wall, just so people can see your artwork. Usually, we'll post it up there. And we'll have you put a website on it somewhere big enough that when we hit it with the camera, we can zoom in and show the website. Well, whatever it may be. No, I told him we save it for next time when he's on, and and we'll bring him on and put him on there and let them go through it and see what's what. What are you talking about? No, I'm not in New Orleans tonight. I'm in Mississippi tonight. I'm in Henderson Point actually. Yes, I don't know how they let me in this place. No, they're strict, man. Don't ask me. I was surprised when they said I could move here. Yeah, they strict in this place. They just don't let anybody up here. Don't ask me why. Actually, if you know what's funny about where I live? It's an artiste community. And I am not an artist, other than what I do in media. But these are mostly artists here. And we have another community we like to stay in called Fairhope, Alabama. It's another artiste community. Most of the people who live there are either writers or artists. Matter of fact, it's so weird. So you go out there on a Sunday evening, there'll be people out there painting all over, people out there writing. The orchestra is playing the sunset down. So they have a big orchestra that comes out and plays the sunset down. And there's people out there painting and writing, and it's what it is. It's an artist community. Any place you go to have lunch or dinner somewhere, almost anybody you talk to in there is going to be an artist of some sort.
Except for Joe.
No, I'm not. I can't draw a stick man. Nope. I can't sing. Nope. None of that's going to happen. But it is very interesting to meet them all, and it's just what it is. But there are a few of them down here that they started out a long time ago, and they just kept growing and growing and growing, and then they just like to live there. And the communities kind of cater to the artistic way of life. The different hours, different times, different things, different foods. It's and they stock. There usually be 3 or 4 things that'll stock for like the painters and stuff. They'll stock all kind of stuff, and they even have specialty stops for electronic software and stuff for doing art. And then there's countless bookstores in these towns, and they have readings. They have open readings. So you can go on any Saturday or Sunday in any one of the bookstores there, and somebody's going to be reading their book.
Yeah,
it's just stuff you don't really see anywhere else. It's unique and it's laid back, and the only thing you really got to worry about is when hurricane season comes. Other than that, it's a great place to live. But they're actually up quite high, so they don't have to worry about it. It's a beautiful, and like I said, just listening to the orchestra play the Sunset Down is unique. And they play in the middle of a rose garden. They're surrounded by a rose garden where they're playing, which is sitting next to the Gulf of America. No, I'm not saying that because every time I do it, I get 5,000 letters when I say Gulf of Mexico. Yes. I literally get like 5,000 emails. Joe, that's not what it is anymore. I'm like, okay, I know what it is. I don't have a problem with Gulf of America. I mean, it's a North America, South America, Central America continent. Yeah, you can call it whatever you want.
I'm curious. So, Trey, did you go to art school?
I'm going to a state school currently for art.
In what state is that?
Utah, Weber State University.
Duh, of course, right?
I know, Utah. That would have been my first guess, would have been Utah. It's 50-50 chance you're going to be right.
Yeah, it's crazy how many winners we have from Utah. But
I know, it's outrageous.
I spoke multiple times at UVU and then at BYU. And we've got, do you know Brian Hales?
I asked him that. Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, well, you will come April. And then, and then Brandon, obviously, you know him. And then Scott Card lives there, and now he's lives on the East Coast. And then Dave Wolverton used to be a judge until he passed away a few years ago. He lives there as well in southern Utah. We have, this show here, it's a Western show, it's a whole different audience. We'll sell 1,400, 1,500 books, but it's also a 10-day show. But we attend a lot of conventions, San Diego Comic Con, Atlanta Dragon Con, and Salt Lake City FanX, the 3 biggest science fiction conventions. And we always sell more at FanX in Salt Lake. And I think there's just a lot more, I think there's a lot more focus on education and reading in Utah, at least what I found. When I was there at the last conference there, Emily and I went on ABC on Friday morning, and our 3-minute segment turned into 8 minutes because they were just so fascinated about what it is about Utah and what our speculation is. And I said it's the water, but it's whatever.
Stephanie says God just likes people from Utah. That's all.
Whatever it is, but it's just interesting. We have so many winners from Utah, and it's the biggest state in the United States with winners per capita. So,
right. I actually, Trey had his own take on that because of the. You can tell John what you told me about that. So.
Oh, well, I just said that because of the Mormons here, they really like to support artists and support talent. I mean, it's more so with music, but even like with like writing or illustration, they love to support that. Like my parents are Mormon. I'm not Mormon, but they're Mormon, and they really supported me. So that's my thing.
That's good. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of attention on it. There's a lot of, on the education. Because I remember, because my first girlfriend in high school was Mormon, and they had their family home evening every Monday night that they would do. And there's a lot of attention on reading and talking about, stuff like that. And it was to me, that's pretty healthy, you know, to be able to do that and just have, you know, to contribute to, you know, people's wanting to create art, whether it's writing or painting or singing, all that stuff there. It was very impressive.
A lot of nice people out there.
And we have 3 winners this year from Utah. We have Tray, and we have Kara Richardson, and Zach Poulter from Roy. So is that the most winners in a year from Utah?
Yeah, 3.
Or anywhere for that matter. Anywhere for that matter.
Yeah, well, I think one year we ended up with 3 winners from Australia. Maybe it was Australia, New Zealand. But it was like, I was like, wow, that was pretty. Because those tickets are really expensive from Australia.
You know they are, man. Lord.
But that's part of what you get too. Is just wherever you are in the world, we fly you out there. And when you're from out of the country, we fly you in a day early so you can acclimate to the time zone change. So you get one day to be able to switch over. But no,
that's a full day to Australia. You're switching at it.
I know. So that's why, because we used to fly people like all the way at the same time, and they come in and they just feel like zonkered. You know? So, okay, we're going to fly them in a day early so that they can get that.
Yeah, Christy, it's time traveling backwards just when you're Ozzy coming here. I keep trying to get the lottery numbers when I'm talking.
You gain a day, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, when I do a lot of guests here, like I got a guest with Mary Roosevelt coming up in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be talking to her on a Tuesday morning. It's going to be a Monday night for me. So I'm thinking, man, you got to have them lottery numbers. But they've already drawn a lottery. Give me them damn numbers. But it is kind of weird because you're thinking about the way the time zones work. You're behind her, so you're a whole day behind. You know, it's like, wow,
yeah.
So she could get killed on Thursday twice.
I'm curious, what type of art do you do? Is it traditional, like oil or acrylics, or is it digital or what?
I do both. I do oil painting and I do digital art. My submissions this year were digital, though.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of the things that several of the judges talk about is the importance of being able to juggle between different formats depending upon the demands and what's going on. Next week, we're going to have as a guest onto the Quill is Christina Hess. She's the illustration art director at the
Ringling College of Art.
Yes, in Florida. She's amazing. She's got 2 coins coming out next year by the U.S. Mint for Native Americans that she's doing there. And but she's just amazing. So she's on the podcast next week, and then she's going to be on the show talking about art and illustration and the importance of going to art school, because learning the basics of art isn't just like, you know, here's I can use Photoshop or something like that, but you know, she said it's important you learn how the masters, how did they do it? What did they do? So you can work on their skills and how they did it. And so many times, you know, like fan art or fan fiction, people try to emulate their favorite artist or their favorite writer, their favorite musician, their favorite guitarist. And that's how you start. You know, you want to copy them. That's your inspiration. Then after a while, you start developing your own style. But are there any particular artists that you have that are your like inspirations as classic or earlier?
Yeah. So for like today, I really love Alex Ross. He's a comic book artist.
Yeah.
And for like old masters, I really like Caravaggio, and I really like John Singer Sargent, and Frank Frazetta.
For sure.
Those are my big ones.
Yeah, Frank Frazetta used to be a judge for the contest, right, John?
Yeah. We got that one video on YouTube of Frank Frazetta, which is the only video interview that he ever did, which is talks about his style that he did and how he did it and why he did what he did. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So this was at our offices, and he just finished painting a painting for Mission Earth, one of the books. He did about, I think, 7 paintings for us. We own 7 of his paintings, and which is worth now $1 trillion, I think. So,
that's one of L. Ron Hubbard's novels there,
yeah,
Mission Earth.
Yeah, Mission Earth. So he just released it, and so he was interviewed and just talking about his style and what he did and how he does it. And I mean, he just looks like $1 million. He's just so suave. But it's just amazing listening to him talk. Because there's a lot of radio interviews and audio interviews, but not video. A lot of what you'll see on YouTube is pictures, and then they'll have pictures rolling through it on an interview. But this is the actual video interview, and it's amazing. It's been watched so many thousands of times now because it's the only one that exists out there, and so many people are inspired by Frazetta. That's what he did. So that's what I recommend you go there. When we found it, and because I went to, in Florida, there's the Frazetta Museum. It used to be their home. He and Ellie, his wife, lived and down there by the western coast. And so went there and were converted from their home to an actual museum. And we saw like 30 original pieces of art there, which is amazing. But it was, his granddaughter hadn't seen him since she was like a little baby, Sarah Frazetta. So when we sent the video to Holly, who's his daughter, and Sarah, the granddaughter, and they watched it, they'd not seen it before. They hadn't seen any video footage. They hadn't seen anything video of him since he passed, 25 years ago. So it was very emotional for them. And then when they did the opening of the museum, that's the first time we actually played it publicly, that video. So that was pretty special. It was amazing seeing all these famous paintings of his, and you're like, wow. You see the size of them. Some of them are really small. And then he also had next to on the easel was the last painting he was working on when he passed. And then there's a big display table with all his oils and brushes that he used. And then there was 2 urns in there. One urn on a shelf. That was Frank's ashes, and the other one was his wife's ashes. And I said, okay, that happened. So, but it was amazing walking through. This is his bedroom that he had. This is where he did this, and this is where he did that. So it was really special, that opening of that museum. He was an amazing artist, like you said. Mm-hmm. Yeah. One of our judges that you're going to meet, Carmen, who's the one who paints with 2 hands?
Rob Pryor. I mentioned him earlier.
Rob Pryor. He was one of the last students that was taught by Frank Frazetta. And he said,
oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
He said he was an intense instructor. Really intense. What's making all that noise? It's really loud.
Is it me typing?
Yeah, somebody's typing. Yeah.
Yeah, John, that's a superhero, man. But we got to get out of here anyway in about 3 minutes.
Yeah. So anyway, how do people find you, Tray?
I'm mainly on Instagram. My username is my name, so Tray Streeter. And I am on Twitter or X under the same. And that's about it. Sometimes I do Tumblr under the same name, but it's mainly those 2.
Okay, that's cool. So definitely looking forward to meeting you in April, and we'll probably be talking one more time at the beginning of the year, because we'll do one more round where you'll be on with 4 as one of 4 winners. So we gradually try to get you all to get to know each other, and so it makes the arrival go that much faster. To enter the scene, and whoever's typing, turn the microphone off then.
Okay.
Get him.
It's obnoxious.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're looking forward to that next level, and then actually meeting you there. So that'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. It's always fun meeting all the new artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think I got a burger alarm going off. I got these big 2 queen Corsos that live with me, and they're vicious. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
All the
vicious.
4 pounds each.
Yeah, they're vicious, man. I tell you, they'll rip your toes off and let you bleed out right there.
At least they'll rip your toenail off.
That's right, they'll eat you alive. But anyway, we got to get out of here. I know we got things to do. Trey, it was very nice meeting you. I look forward to talking to you in
You
the
too.
future.
Yeah.
It's I love to hear about how people get started and how they're going and what drives them. It's and it's really, for me, it's different because it seems like there are similarities, but then there's differences. A lot of artists, especially when it comes to illustrators, there seems to be different paths to starting, I guess,
Yes.
would be the best way to say it. And then, of course, we always, the one guy used to tell me, yeah, my mom said I sucked. And my mom said I sucked. He said, now I make $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
I said, now, Mom, what about it now? It's like, oh, it's one of those things. Yeah, family can be the hardest critics. That can also be the easiest at the same time. But
Yeah.
we got good guys and girls. No, Carmen has 3 wives. I've told y'all that before.
Yes.
3. Ladies, leave him alone. 3 is enough. I mean, God, Nate's probably got like 25 children or something. Anyway, I mean, come on, just calm down. Leave the man alone. We gotta go to y'all. We'll see. John. Matter of fact, I don't know who John's interview was on earlier today. Matter of fact, just before this show, Writers of the Future aired.
Yeah, it was a guy that talked about a book called Punctilious Punctuation, and we talked about the history of punctuation. And
Wow.
so it was an amazing interview. And as you log off here, our lovely ladies here, you can say goodbye to them too.
Bye. Bye,
Emily.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
Roy.
Sarah.
women. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
See you, John.
Okay, but anyway, yeah. So y'all be sure to go check out the one from Writers of the Future. I'll be on in just a few minutes, and I went about an hour for the chat. Be ready for that. God knows what they're going to be talking about. I think it starts at. This is where insanity starts. I'm not sure. It's scary when they start writing stuff like that, but I'll be sure to stop by. God knows what we'll be talking about. Jane, writersoffuture.com if you want to join. Yeah, if you want to learn, I mean, the course is there. That's where you submit. That's where you learn everything. Writersoffuture.com. Yes. No, that's galaxypress.com if you're trying to buy some. But the books you can buy anywhere.
Yeah, that's where you go there.
I would rather y'all buy them at Galaxy Press, but you can buy them anywhere. I mean, they're everywhere. What do you mean? Can you get a ticket? A ticket to what? Oh, a ticket to the gala. I told you that's 1.1 million now. Yes. No, it went up. I'm sorry, it went up. It wasn't million. You people diddly daddled around. Now the price went up. I don't know. Man, I got to split this with other people. It's not cheap. And now Emily's going to want to cut because she probably heard us. Now you see what y'all done cost. Anyway, we got to go. I want to thank everyone for tuning into the Authors Quill. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Of course, like I say on every show, any moans, bones, glitches, or complaints, please write to Michelle DeRoche. She would love to hear from you. She says she loves when y'all call and gripe at her and complain at her and stuff. She said it makes her day, especially during the Christmas holiday. On that note, good night, everybody.